our everyday crypto mainstream stories. I mean, we're going to be talking about PayPal, Apple, big stuff coming in. Ripple with some big news you guys are going to love. Some comments about meme coins. Just saying this could be a place for regulation. I think that overall what we've been seeing with these meme coins, with Shiba Inu, with Dogecoin, with SafeMoon, with all of this stuff, I think we are seeing a lot of spotlight on that from regulators. I think that's something to look at. That's actually something we discussed with the people in Texas just the other day. Today's bang is cherry blade lemonade. I like this flavor. It's got some zing to it. But guys, I want to talk to you guys about what's going on in the markets today. We're going to be checking out the pumpers and the dumpers, and we're going to see what happens. Guys, first and foremost, as always, thank you so much for the subscribers. Right now, we're coming in at 1.07 million subscribers, almost to 1.1 million subscribers. And just on a side note, have you guys ever seen Iron Man 3? You guys ever seen this movie? Or you guys have seen it? Let me give you the premise of the movie. There's like a dark villain, that is behind the scenes. But they got this guy, the Mandarin here. If you search Mandarin, it's Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley, he's just a figurehead. He's actually an actor. They tell him everything what to say. It turns out he doesn't really know what he's talking about. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know. There may be some people in crypto that are just actors. I don't know. I'll let y'all look into it. But I'm just saying there's some people who won't make live appearances. And there's a reason for that. Because they're parading around as experts and they literally know nothing about crypto. They're paid actors. So let you guys figure out who that is. You guys can do some research into it. But from now on, when I talk about Ben Kingsley, you guys will know exactly who I'm referencing, at least you guys who are smart. Let me tell you what is a fraud, in my opinion. A fraud, in my opinion, is someone who comes up, pretends to be an expert, pretends that they're the one who's giving you the content, and they actually can't talk about crypto, so they hide them. That's why you don't see them on any other shows. So did just want to reference that. I think it's a kind of ironic that we got people as frauds parading around as transparent. And to be honest with you, it pisses me off. So you guys know you get 100% real, 100% authentic on this channel every time. That's why the BitSquad is the very best community out there. We don't put out false narratives. We tell you exactly what we think. And that's why you tune in to this channel. And that's why we get invited to not only go do things like speak to the Texas State House representatives, but also, and unfortunately, it got deleted. I don't have it right here. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday on Twitter. The tweet got deleted because it was just some timing issues, and it's going back up. But Post Malone had actually tweeted about me yesterday. And if you guys don't know, I'm going to hang out with Post Malone. So we're doing really big stuff. I can't really think of much stuff in crypto where people are doing that's bigger than that. So I'm going to be the ref of a Pong game, they're calling it. I can't be involved in beer pong. I told them I don't drink. I'm in recovery and stuff like that. So it's just called Pong. And so I'm going to go ref the match. One person that buys Fuse tokens, that's FYOOZ. If you own 50 Fuse tokens, we've talked about Fuse on the channel before. It's spelled a little interesting, so it's not FUSE, which is another project we work with. But FYOOZ, they got a website up for it. Let me see if I can find the website real quick, because I did want to talk about this. So somebody's going to win the opportunity to come to a Post Malone concert and be able to play this Pong game, and they'll get backstage passes, and it's a lot of cool stuff. So I think this is it right here, the WPL. Let's see if this is the site here. Yep, there's Posty. There's Posty. He shaved his head. I don't know what you guys think about that. But look at this. Wow. Look, that's powerful right there.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
powerful. And I tell you what, I like Post Malone. I'm a big fan of Post Malone. You guys know. I mean, I think if most people just see me every day, like they see me on the street, they probably wouldn't think I'm a huge hip-hop fan. But hip-hop, who says that? Rap fan. And I've listened to Post Malone since before people even knew who he was. We had Tom McDonald on the show. We love Tom. We love everything that he's got going on. And Post Malone's got some interesting stuff going on, too. Love his music. He's also a very real guy. What you see is what you get with Post. And I love that about him as well. So that's something I want to talk about a little bit that we're going to be doing on the channel that's pretty cool. I don't have a date for this. I don't know exactly where it is. But it says, in the best part for all crypto enthusiasts, BitBoy will be there to cheer you on and ref the game. So cool stuff. And once again, guys, it's all this community. Very exciting stuff. My sister says I have to take her with me.
Everybody in the office says we have to take them.
Yeah, well, my sister was my first employee, and she's blood related to me. So
that's some leverage.
I told her, though, like, she's only 20, so I don't know. Like, ooh. I don't know. You got to be 21 to do this. I don't know. So we'll get more details on this as it comes to us. But it's very fun, very exciting stuff. Can't wait to do some of this. And like I said, you guys all play a part in it. You guys make sure you are following me on Twitter. We're about to hit 397K. This is where you get retweets for the latest stuff we have going on, and you can find out about some projects we follow. So let's get into crypto. How many people we got watching?
We have 7,200 approximately right now, with about 1,400 likes.
All right, guys, let's go ahead right off the rip. Hit that like button. If you guys don't know, it seems that we're going through some censorship on YouTube right now. Yes. We don't know what we said that made them mad, but most of the people that are in here, you're our most dedicated audience. The people that are not necessarily subscribed to the channel or don't have notifications on, they're not seeing our videos for the most part right now. We're not showing up in search. And so that's why it's so important that you guys stop what you're doing and like the video, and always like these videos. That's what tells YouTube, like, hey, you need to be showing this to more people. And hopefully we can do that. We think it's a temporary thing. We'll get out of it, I'm sure. But looking at the overall market cap, things are starting to look pretty good. We've got $1.75 trillion in the markets. It was all the way down to 1.6, so we're up about $150 trillion in the last couple of days. The volume's still very low, though, which is very interesting to me. 152 billion. I think we just got so used to seeing it so high because the numbers were so high. You want to move to market watch there? Yeah. But the numbers were so high, so maybe it's not extremely low. Maybe I just got used to it much higher, but it feels low. Anything under about 230 feels low in volume. Bitcoin dominance, 42.7%. Ethereum, 18.8%. Had an interesting conversation this morning with Chris from Crypto. He'll be on the channel today at 3 o'clock for you guys to see us talk about, are we still in a bull market, bear market? You guys know that conversation. We just had a huge Bitcoin buy signal that is flashed. And so we're going to be telling you more about that today at 3. But on Chris's channel later this week is an interview I did with him talking about something very interesting I want to show you guys, just kind of the premise of it. Can Ethereum catch Bitcoin in this bull market if we are still in a bull market? And I tell you what, TJ, I'm pretty confident now. I'm more confident than I've ever been that Ethereum has a solid chance to pass Bitcoin in this bull market.
Really?
What do you think?
Ethereum has a solid chance to pass Bitcoin in this bull market?
It does.
Is that what you said?
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. I actually did the math on it this morning, and I don't want to give away what we talk about in Chris's video.
Yeah.
But when people see this and when they really think about this, because here's what you have to remember. Bitcoin and Ethereum don't peak the same day.
Right.
When Ethereum's on the way up, Bitcoin is on the way down at the end of the bull market. So there's some really interesting numbers there. And just if you guys look at...
I could see that.
Yeah, if you guys look at the market cap here, and you look at Bitcoin, and you look at Ethereum, I mean, Ethereum is barely over a 2x from being able to catch Bitcoin. But then you look at Binance Coin, it's like almost a 7x. It's a 6.5x to catch Ethereum. And everybody's like, oh, Binance Coin can catch Ethereum, blah, 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 blah. The much easier narrative there is that Ethereum can pass Bitcoin. So very interesting stuff. So we'll be talking more about that on that show with Chris. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. There you go. Look at that. Now I can see the Jed McCaleb is Satoshi Nakamoto. That's what they're saying in the chat. So.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to figure that out right when you asked me.
Yeah, you got it. You figured it out. I liked it because I was thinking about that. A lot of people say I'm a new honorary member of the XRP Army, by the way, after our video yesterday.
Yeah. Well, you're an honorary member of a lot of things, I guess.
I am, man.
Texas and now XRP Army.
That's right. So, all right, looking at the prices, we got Bitcoin coming in $39,680, Ethereum at 2,800, which, interestingly enough, both of those numbers about exactly twice what they were at the peak of the last bull market, the all-time highs from 2017, both about exactly the same right now. So, very interesting. Engine Coin continuing to pump today, up 28% today. For the last 7 days, so basically if you think about that dump was last Tuesday, so following that dump, Engine Coin is up 16.94%. Good morning, BitBoy. Been following since less than 50 subs. Made a lot, 50,000 subs. Made tons of money. Thank you for that, Brandon. Chili's making a resurgence. Is Elron in here?
Nope.
No.
Of course not.
Does he still own Chili's, I wonder?
I think he's sold out of it.
He must have. So Chili's with a resurgence today. EOS, which is one that Jeb had been talking about on Around the Blockchain, I believe. Which, reminder, guys, we do have a show every day at 5 p.m. called Around the Blockchain. You can tell it because it's got this logo, Around the Blockchain. We're going to be introducing a new part of that show, some new graphic stuff today. We're also going to be introducing a new segment of that show where we're going to talk about the markets and what's going on in that time. And also, guys, don't forget to follow Hit Network and New Money Gang. If you want to see what I did in Texas, you can go check out the Hit Network video from yesterday. And shout out to who edited that video?
Which one?
Was it Mike or Frank?
The Texas one?
Yeah.
Mike. I mean, Frank.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you for including that 0.5 seconds where my back sweat is shown. That was really awesome.
I noticed that.
All you had to do is just fade it out right there, but instead it said, "Look how sweaty my boss is." You know, like, thank you. I'm sorry. It was hot.
It was.
And let me tell you, wearing a cowboy hat, it makes you cooler, like you look cool for sure, which it's an outlaw style hat. Got some comments on that, by the way. But the thing is, wearing a hat gets you so freaking hot.
Yeah.
That thing, I felt like I was going to die. So, what did that say up there, the last super chat? It said, when is buying 1,000 of Bitcoin cheapest, bull or bear? Definitely in the bear market.
Definitely
for sure. Definitely in the bear market. So
it was last time it was cheapest was March 12th, 2020, when Bitcoin hit $3,800.
That's right. And that day I made a video where I talked about I sold all my Bitcoin at $6,000 and people were mad and they thought I was done. And then I bought it all back at like $4,000. And there were a lot of people who were upset about that. Like, he gave up on crypto. No, I just watched the whole thing was crashing. I was like, I need to get out of this right now. So, but I didn't have nearly as much as I had back then. All right. Or as I do now.
Right.
But let's go. Let's check out Bitcoin, guys, because this is really where the action is right now. And you guys can see this angel that I drew. This is a new chart pattern. It's a dress and a head. I mean, the angels wear a robe, I guess, the best proper way to say that. A head and a halo. So that means that Bitcoin is about to go to heaven. So,
oh, wow.
Amen, Bitcoin.
That's way above the moon.
Way above the moon. That's right. That's right. So let's check and see what we got going on. And I will tell you something that I have found to be very fascinating about Bitcoin. Let me pop Market Cipher B back up on here. I need to get that here. Where's my indicators? There we go. Invite only scripts. Get that Market Cipher B up. Boom. There we go. Let me move it down. I have noticed something, and it's very strange to me what's going on with Market Cipher in terms of these bullish green dots. It seems like almost every time we get one of these bullish green dots here at the top on Market Cipher A, we're getting dumps after that. And when we get these, when the trend changes, it's not changing. And the DBSI numbers, on the higher time frames at least, when we're getting high numbers on there, it's not moving. That tells me that there's still some manipulation going on in this market. When the technicals are all pointing towards a certain direction and it moves the other direction, I mean, that literally is a manipulation. There's no other way to say it. So, all right, so here we are looking at what's going on in the 4-hour chart. We had talked about how it was very rare on the 4-hour chart that we had so many yellow X's in a row, but yet we got them. Right now, looking at the money, look at this, guys. I told you guys we were looking at it yesterday. We were looking at this money flow. We said, look at the money flow. It looks like it's, God, what a terrible line that was. So bad. No wonder my kindergarten teacher sent me to the principal's office for not being able to draw. The money flow is going back up. It looks like we're going to cross over very soon and get back in the green in the money flow, which is good. That's bullish. We want that. We need that. Coming over and looking at the daily chart, we looked at that as well yesterday. And it looks like even on the daily, we are so close to getting back into the green on the money flow. We are still right now on the RSI. We still are over sold at this point, meaning we should see the price start to get back up on an upward trajectory. And, you know, I was looking at some numbers regarding whale addresses when I was talking with Chris today. And basically, the long and the short of it is that Chris showed me a chart that showed that for the first time in a long time, we had dramatic drop in the number of whale addresses. Now, what does that mean? That means that a lot of the biggest whales are selling, right? They're selling. But that happened. Let me show you on the chart where that was approximately. It was approximately right here. This is when those whale addresses started dropping. What does that mean? That means they were unloading Bitcoin to push the price down. And something else that's very interesting has happened. Right here where the bottom of this dump, this is where we actually now have seen the whale addresses start going back up. And I would tell you that chart, it's on Glassnode somewhere. I can probably find it. The dump from this number up here, so dramatic. We haven't seen anything this dramatic in the history of Bitcoin whale addresses.
Wow.
So it says Max Payne Theory says 50K on Friday. Well, I think, and that's something else we got to talk about here, guys. We got to talk about what goes on tomorrow, because what is tomorrow?
The 28th, end of the month, end of the futures contracts.
That's right. The end of the month futures contracts. We know every Friday lately we've been seeing dumps around 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Tomorrow's the end of the month. We know that those are, even usually more exaggerated. Let me see if I can pull up real quick. If you could take the screen. Yeah, the screen's not up right now. But let me go and check out the this and see if I can find our Exablock report. If you guys want access to our Exablock report, by the way, you can get that on bitboycrypto.com/deals. It is on that page. So let me download this. Download. Okay, here we go. So let's check out what Exablock is saying regarding the futures here. So it looks like as of right now, for Bitcoin, we have over $2 billion worth of contracts that are set to expire. The blue are the calls, betting the call is a higher price. The reds are puts, meaning a lower price. A lot of these were between 40 and 50K. So these are falling off the books today. They'll probably be rolling into the end of the quarter. But I'll tell you what's very interesting, TJ, is that end of the quarter so far does not look like it's nearly as heavy as the last one. It's coming in about 2.5 billion, meaning that even if all of these contracts, which they won't all roll, but let's just say 75% of them roll into this, we would be looking at a $4 billion futures contracts expiration for Bitcoin for quarter two. It was over $6 billion for quarter one.
That's what I was thinking. What's Ethereum at? I heard.
Yeah, I was going to go down and look at that as well.
The options are going up on Ethereum.
Oh, yeah. The stuff on Ethereum is going nuts, man. I mean, look at this. So for Ethereum, it's 1.5 billion for the end of the quarter, and it was just over 2. It's almost caught Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Very interesting. So, but there's not nearly as much falling off the Ethereum books at the end of May as opposed to the end of May for Bitcoin. So the whole point in this is just supposed to say that, guys, tomorrow, tomorrow we should see prices drop some. We should see prices drop some. That's generally what we see, but hopefully we can get a little bit higher today and see if we can cancel some of that out. And just a reminder, guys, if you do want to trade or you want to, take part in Exablock, head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. If you scroll down, we have Exablock report right here. It's a report we get every day. We look at, we analyze, try to figure out how it affects the market. You can get access to that every day. If you want to sign up for ByBit or Femex, they got great deposit bonuses. If you need a VPN, you can do that. These are our top 5 best deals that we have right now. So, all right. So,
real quick, a lot of people in the chat, I don't know how this breaking that Ripple has moved to dismiss the case with the SEC.
No way.
Just filed. Yep.
The Ripple has moved.
Yeah, XRP, Ripple, they're filing to dismiss the case.
Wow. Let's look and see what's going on with that. Ripple waiting.
Just type dismissed and see if it comes up. Because I saw several articles.
Okay, here. Wait, this is from 4 weeks. SEC to file response. I'm not seeing anything. Let me search the last 24 hours here. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't see it anywhere. Is it on Twitter? Maybe.
No, I don't know. That's what I get for trusting the chat.
Yeah, let's see. Ripple. See if there's breaking news. Here's what Ripple. That was from a few days ago.
Yeah, everything I've looked up now seems like 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh wait. Here we go. Wait. Here it is. Wow. Oh, this is true. What a coincidence. I do a Ripple Bull video, and then the next day, SEC says, guys, you got to let this thing rip. I don't know what to do. How's it affecting the price right now? Let's go look at this. Breaking news right here, it looks like. Now, I have to look in that may be an XRP writer. You know, I got to make sure it seems legit. It's over $1. It's up 3% right now. So let's see here. This is from U.Today. SEC attorney moves to withdraw. Oh, the attorney is moving to withdraw from the case.
Oh.
Dugan Bliss.
Wow, what a name.
Dugan Bliss. That's pretty. Look, I'm on the screen twice. Do you know that?
You're not. This is what they're saying.
Oh, I'm not real. Well, I'm not on the bottom right hand corner.
No.
Oh, because I'm not on the left.
Right.
Yeah, I see. New technology. Am I right?
Yeah.
We're not really good with
technology.
Yeah. The attorney says he is leaving the agency after spending over 10 years there. After Bliss's departure, the SEC will be represented by the remaining counsel. Okay, so basically, it's still in pretrial discovery phase. SEC is now seeking to expand the number of depositions. Let's see. Sarah Netburn greenlit the MOU. During an April 9th conference, Bliss said the agency had not taken an official position on Ethereum, despite a comment made by Bill Hinman about Ethereum. Okay, let me tell you what I think is going on here.
I have a theory, too.
They're going to lose.
Yeah. And
he's clearing out.
He's trying to keep his record good.
Yes.
Because attorneys are kind of like pitchers or athletes or whatever.
Boxers.
Like percentage of wins is very important to them, so they don't want a loss on his record. So he's trying to get off the case before that happens.
Yeah, exactly. So that is what I believe is definitely happening. It says they'll be represented by the remaining counsel, Jorv Tiniero, Daphne Waxman, John Daniels, and others. So how do you feel if you're in the others camp? You're like, hey, others. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah. But this seems like something you don't want to be associated with if you're an attorney, right? Because they are getting lit up. And I have done a total 180 degrees on this. Obviously, at the very beginning, I made a lot of comments that, I thought this was over for XRP. This was bad for Ripple. They were going to have to make a move to make a settlement, but it looks like they are whipping the SEC's behind, and it is not even close, it looks like. So it seems like that's why this guy's withdrawing. There's a lot we talked about yesterday. We've had a lot of kind of insider information, anonymous sources, well, anonymous to you, not to me, telling me that the people are counting on the SEC to lose this case at this point. So what a turn of events. I mean, you were like me. You thought there's no way they'd win, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, you don't usually go up against the United States government and win, so, yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a lot of bullish stuff. So, how many people we got watching?
We have approximately 15,000, 4,200.
How many likes?
4,200.
What did we get to yesterday? Like 9,000? See, we get to 10 today, guys. And guys, it's very important you guys like these videos. I explain it every time. It helps us to show it to more people. And guys, if you're on mobile, all you got to do is X out the live chat. There's a little X up in the corner. Hit the like button, and then go right back to the live chat. I promise you won't miss anything. H-bar and Link, what are you trying to show me there? Just say they exist?
Yeah, I mean, it's just super chat.
Quantum, he says Hedera Hashgraph and Link exist.
Yeah, we like both of those, H-bar, Link.
Yeah, we like H-bar. We like H-bar for sure. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's move on to Ethereum here. Okay, so Ethereum right now on Coinbase. Let's go to the ByBit chart. I like the ByBit chart a little better. Coming in at 28.7. Let's make sure we add back in the market cipher B here.
Some people in the chat are saying they want you to say "We're all George," and then they'll like it.
Guys, oh man, guys, look, I love George. I like George a lot. I've had him on the channel before. I talked about his channel a lot when a lot of stuff was going on. But guys, I can't read the chat. So if we just continue with the I am George in the chat, we're gonna have to get rid of the word George as a filter. I don't want to do it. But if it's half the chat and you guys are spamming it, we're gonna have to put the word George in as a filter because I can't read the chat when you guys are all putting, like, people are trying to get stuff through, and if that's the message, we're gonna have to kill it. So I love George. Go subscribe to his channel. I love George. When I have him on the show again for sure. But I'm just saying, I understand you guys are trying to support him and do that, but it's the point where I can only see about 6 chats at a time. And when every 5th one is I am George, I can't read the chat. And it's very distracting. So that's where it's going to be. If that's what we're going to do and we're going to spam that, we're going to have to get George in as a filter. I don't want to do it. So just telling you guys, that's probably going to go ahead and do that. Actually, let's do that. I was going to say, well, they're spamming it now. So we're going to get rid of it. So any misspellings, we'll have to do too. Like I hate to do that because I don't want to do it. But guys, it's very distracting when I'm trying to read the chat and focus on this and things like that. So. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into Ethereum here, looking back at the money flow. Once again, looking at the money flow here, it's kind of the same thing. It's that curvature. You guys see the curvature. We are about to bust back on the upside of this. You
did it now.
I did it now. I really did it now. But it really is distracting.
I believe. Well,
it's been annoying. Like I can't read the chat because people are putting it so much. And anything people spam, we get rid of as a filter because we want the people that actually are trying to get like actual comments in so we can read those and address them. But if you look back throughout this year on Ethereum as we did yesterday, there has not been, other than right here, a significant amount of money flow in the red. And when the last time it popped up, the price was right here when the last time the money flow went back into the green from the red. So chart still looks like Wyckoff accumulation right now, or Wyckoff. I don't know which Wyckoff, whatever it is. Why would it still look like that? I mean, I would disagree. I don't think it does look like that. We already had our gigantic drop, and we've been on the way up. That's not really on that chart unless... Look, guys, let me pull up this Wyckoff chart. Now, that's Ethereum, but it's the same difference here. Ethereum looking very bullish. A lot of people are talking about London hard fork coming and that's about to be super priced in. But when you look at the Wyckoff distribution chart, let me find it. Distribution. When you look at the chart, like, guys, there's no question about this right now. Like, there's no question. Like, you see the chart, right? Where does the chart start? Right down here in the bottom left corner. Where does it end? It ends at the same spot where it began, okay? So the point is, this entire movement is manipulated, and it's to get people to sell at the top, for the people that are involved in the manipulation, and then to get rid of it at the bottom. It ends where it started. So to think that we still have like a much bigger downside, that's not what this shows at all. It doesn't show this at all. It shows this entire thing is meant to wipe out a big movement in the chart. And that's what we've seen, right? Like, and think about this. Elon Musk, right? When did Tesla buy Bitcoin? What was the price? Let's actually look and look it up. I've been meaning to look it up. I think I know about what it was. Tesla Bitcoin buy price.
I wish I remember what it was. I wanted to say it was low 30s.
That's I think it was 36.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Is what
30.
I think.
I was going to say 34.
It may be 34. 38,000.
Okay.
That's what it said. Let's see, 38,000. 100 million, even though it made more than $1 billion. Where did it say 38,000? I thought. Here it is. Bitcoin was trading at about $38,000. the average price of Bitcoin between Tesla's fourth quarter call conference was $36,700.
There you go.
$36,700. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. We were supposed to be talking Ethereum now, but love Ethereum. You should buy it. That's what we need. We need the BitSquad to start the Iron Bit. I don't want to get in a thing with George, though. I don't want it to be petty like that because I love George. He emailed me the other day. I think he's great. So I don't want to get petty about it. I'm not going to be petty. I just the thing I really want is the people that want to make like productive chats to get interaction, that they get recognized and they're not, just the same way we ban meme coins in the chat. So that's my whole point.
Well, and like you said, now with the current setup, only being able to see 5 or 6 at a time, it does make a big difference.
It's much different. It's much different right now. Because right now, what you guys got to see, we changed things. I used to go read many, many more chats. Now I can only see that much at a time. Like, it's,
not ideal.
Some cases, 4 to 5 chats only at a time. So it's not ideal for that. But here's what I want to show you guys. When we go to the daily chart and we go back to February where this was bought, okay, let's see, where was the price at $36,000? So this right here was the day. Okay, so right in this range, this is when Bitcoin was around $36,000. This is where Tesla bought it. Okay, you see what happened right after they bought it? Right after they bought it, you see that giant green candle? Well, I'm the worst at this. Giant green candle right there. Okay, that was the day after the Super Bowl. That's where things blew up. Now, if we were to draw a line from this area, let's just call it right here. We'll put it 36,000, about in the middle of this. Okay, if we were to draw a line, I hate myself. I really hate myself. No, I don't hate myself.
You hate trading view.
I hate trading view. Thank you. Okay. If you were to draw a line over here,
look at that.
This is where it started. This is where it ended. The entire thing has been wiped out. Okay, so go back to the Wyckoff distribution here, okay? And look, you see, this move ends right where it began.
Yep.
We've already done it. It's there. So anything that, if we have a further dump, this is moving past the Wyckoff. This is not, a lot of people are wanting to say we're in this phase right here. We're in the little bump phase. Like it goes up a little bit, then we got more pain to the downside. That's not what the chart is showing at all. Like 0% chance on that. If you're comparing the current chart to the Wyckoff chart. So, okay, so let's move on here. Let's talk about Apple. Apple gently hints, so sensitive, so gentle. Apple gently hints at move into alternative payments sector. Okay. So as the crypto market is slowly recovering from last week's roller coaster, and guys, can y'all not see the narratives changing? Like, can you not see this?
Yep.
Where were the positive? Comments? Or the positive, stories? Where were they 2 weeks ago? Last week, they were nowhere. They were nowhere. But now everything is bullish. I think it's a coincidence that Apple waits until the week after this dump when Bitcoin's at the low point. Nope, not at all, guys. If you've been paying attention, you think crypto media is different from mainstream media? It's not. Gosh, I need to get my name. I need to get my Russian name for Cointelegraph. I got one. I know the guy that started it. The guy that's behind the whole thing. Very off the records. They said when I say this name publicly on this channel, it's going to ruffle a lot of feathers in crypto. So just saying. And guess what? If there's one thing I like to do,
ruffle some feathers.
Is ruffle some dang feathers. We're going to ruffle them. All right. So tech giant Apple posted a job advert. You can tell this has got to be British, right?
Yeah, advert.
Who says advert? Only British people say advert, I believe. Have you ever said advert in a sentence?
I don't think in a sentence, no.
On Tuesday for a business development manager with a focus on alternative payments. Apple is looking for someone to join the Apple Wallets, Payments, and Commerce team with a specific remit for leading alternative payments partnerships. The posting goes on to describe the role as requiring candidates to have 5+ years experience working in or with alternative payment providers, such as digital wallets, BNPL, fast payments, crypto, etc. This job description alone is encouraging for the whole crypto market, as Apple should be has.
Mm-hmm.
Apple has until what?
Struggling.
That makes no sense. Like, that's double, like, grammatically incorrect. And then it's what some people we know do, where they start an idea and then they don't finish it. Basically what they're saying is, so far Apple has shown no desire to move towards alternative payments partnerships. Indeed, any apps on the App Store are required to run through Apple's own commerce rail and abide by their strict rules. Recently, Dan Schulman of PayPal said 10 years from now, you'll see a tremendous decline in the use of cash. He predicts that even card use will fall out of favor, and most payments will be done on phones through 6 to 10 super apps. And we've talked about before how that is actually what we see in China. We see in China that they have a lot of apps that are considered super apps, and that you do everything inside those apps. The most popular one, of course, is WeChat. Mm-hmm. They have WePay and Alipay. They got all kinds of stuff over there in China that all run through just a small handful of apps. It's basically like they're all interconnected, so you don't have to actually go outside of the app to do anything else. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that we are going to see Apple get more involved in crypto? I mean, my first thought on this is, number one, you've got to know that when Apple put out this job posting, they knew it was going to become a big story.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah. That's why they're trying to play it coy.
Yeah. They're trying to play coy with it. And look, Apple has certainly, I use a lot of Apple products here. I love Apple just because of the, for continuity's sake.
Do you use Apple Pay?
No, well, I don't have a regular debit card.
That's right.
So I did use it a little bit, but then we went through all our bank saga, which we think we finally have our bank dilemmas solved.
It's a miracle. For today.
Yeah, for today. We'll see what happens.
Always...
somebody else I know just went through a big thing where they had all of their accounts taken. I can't remember who it was.
Well, where I was going with the Apple Pay thing is I don't think it will be long until you can connect a MetaMask maybe, or you'll have a digital wallet that you can connect to Apple Pay just as much as a Visa card or anything else. And so then that'll all run through maybe payment, crypto payment processors, maybe a Zap or a BitPay or something like that.
Zap. I love Zap.
Yep.
So some people in the chat are saying that basically we are now in the accumulation phase of the Wyckoff, which is a totally different chart, not the distribution, but the accumulation.
It just looks like the distribution one flipped upside down almost.
Yeah, it looks like a bear market. That's what it looks like to me. So,
J-Chain said the Fold card and Apple Pay already work together, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that's cool, I guess.
And
I'm not a big fan of the Fold card.
Well,
or the Fold app. Just not a fan of it.
Just
nothing personal against those guys. I can't get into the idea of like wanting to buy gift cards with crypto. I don't know.
I think their actual card, they are coming out with a card that doesn't require gift cards.
Yeah, how many of these do we need?
What, crypto cards?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, there's so many of them out there now. Everybody's coming out with their own. It's like, I like Crypto.com pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, why do we need 74 different cards? I mean, you got, I don't know. Like, I guess you got a lot of different kinds of credit cards, too.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You'll have a bunch come out, and then a few will win. There'll be 3 or 4, like Visa and MasterCard and American Express, that kind of win market share because they work.
Well, no. I mean, these are still mostly Visa cards. But there's like Capital One Bank has a Visa card, or, you have all kinds of, Chase has their own Visa card. Like, I don't think it's actually comparative of like the different brands of the overall payment processors. I just mean like it's kind of like similar to the individual banks that create cards. So I just think like at some point, do you think there's a big enough pool of people using these cards to justify so many of them right now? I don't think so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think they are competing to try to win that market. Like, say there's 10, as the new users come, 7 of them go away, 3 of them stay. Kind of like what happened. That's what I was saying with Visa, MasterCard, and American Express.
Yeah.
And then they all end up being processed by whatever. And I think that's what Zap's trying to do. Like you said, Crypto.com is just partnering with Visa, so they're all a little different.
Yeah. I just don't think it's big enough right now. The whole market for, people that want, and like, you're also dealing with people that want to spend crypto, which I try to tell people it's a decent idea. It helps you lock in profits, but most people don't want to spend their crypto. So,
well, and it's very temporary in my opinion, because we're in a transitional phase right now, and it's trying to take the new system and help it work with the old system, which is very temporary in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, I think there's going to be a big enough market for it, but I just hear so many of these cards. I'm like, meh. Like I love Crypto.com. I love that card. I use it all the time. I don't need to have 17 different ones. I'm good having one, and that's it. Yeah, Uphold has something similar. BlockFi's got their own credit card, which is not crypto. It's actually where you get crypto back, but you're spending cash. And I don't know. There's a lot to it. I think a lot of these are going to go belly up in the bear market probably. So. But when it comes to, can you go up? There was a super chat. Oh, never mind. I remember what it was. The BPro partnership. So we actually talked to BPro, yesterday. I had my people reach out to him. So long and short of it is, BPro is, they've got a mainnet coming, and, we're going to try to do something around, when that happens, I think. So, we will, let you know more about that down the road. So, someone said, well, don't get it. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. Look, Crypto.com was an easy card for me to get because, I already knew what Crypto.com, I've been covering Crypto.com since they were Monaco. Most of y'all don't even know that existed. But I like that company. Fold has just always, and it's nothing personal. I'm sure they do great stuff, but it's just always been like, meh to me. It's not something I've been interested in ever.
Just never got you excited.
No, like buying gift cards with crypto seems counterproductive to me.
Well, yeah,
and that's what it started as.
That's what it started as.
Right. So they were trying to do more stuff. So, all right, this is a big story of the day, though, as well. PayPal exec says payments giant is working on crypto withdrawal capability. PayPal executive said Wednesday that the payments giant is working to allow its customers to withdraw their crypto holdings. This is big. Why? We talk about custodianship a lot. Who owns your crypto? Who owns it? Who owns your crypto? Do you own it? Does Robinhood own it? Well, if you have crypto on Robinhood, Robinhood owns it for sure. You can't withdraw that. If you buy the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, you own Bitcoin. No, you don't. You can't withdraw it. On Coinbase, do you own your crypto? Yeah, you do. While it's on the exchange, who has the private keys? They do. But you can send it off, and wherever you send it to, then you have 100% custodianship if you have it on a wallet. But PayPal, when they came out, they said, we're going to do all this stuff in crypto, but we're not going to allow customers to withdraw it at first. Well, now they're starting to lay out the plan to do that. And that's going to be big. That is going to make PayPal a significant place where people can buy and sell crypto. It says, we want to make it as open as possible. We want to give choice to our consumers, something that will let them pay in any way they want to pay. They want to bring their crypto to us so they can use it in commerce. And we want them to be able to take the crypto they acquired with us and take it to the destination of their choice. PayPal partnered with crypto startup Paxos last year to enable crypto purchases for its customers on PayPal or Venmo. And in late March, began to allow customers to spend their crypto. As the block previously reported, PayPal's had exploratory talks about potential stablecoin. So this was also in the news. We talked about this a little bit yesterday on the live stream because this broke. This and the Apple. No, this did not break. This broke last night before we went on around the blockchain. And then yesterday, the Apple Store broke. The Apple Story broke, not the Apple Store. It's been broken for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have tried to go to the Genius Bar, but they ain't always geniuses, okay? So it's true. Am I right? Am I right?
It is true.
It is true.
That's why it's funny.
Yeah. So, but this story broke last night. I actually did a TikTok about it. Here's just another one coming from our favorite Russian news organization, Cointelegraph. PayPal users will be able to withdraw their crypto. Just kind of the same story. See if there's anything different in here. This is the comment about Dan Schulman, which we already looked at. PayPal, Dan Schulman, where was he one of the original guys in it? Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, I know, were.
Yeah, there was a lot. I think Reid Hoffman, the guy
Yeah.
who started LinkedIn, was there as well. I want to say the guys who headed up YouTube also were there. I can't remember their names.
Were they?
Yeah, there was 6 or 8 guys there that were all at PayPal right at the beginning and went on to build.
They're all mega rich and they control the world now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Definitely the internet.
Yeah, 100%. So, guys, this is just a big story though, because if we were to go back, okay, and we were to actually look at the beginning of this bull market, and when the true beginning was, it was back in October. I'm just gonna hate that thing. So if we were to go back to October and we were to really see where this bull market started, if we were to go back and we were to look at PayPal October Bitcoin, we were to get that date, October 21st. October 21st, okay? I want you guys to think about that. I want you guys to really think about that. Like, let's use our brain, the muscle, well, it's an organ. Let's use the muscle in our brain, though, and let's try to figure out if we can draw some conclusions here, okay? October 21st. Okay, let's see what day that was. It was this day right here, okay? Bitcoin had challenged this area of $12,000 several times, and had been rejected all year, okay? It challenged 12K back in May, as you can see here. Well, no, it didn't. It only got to, it went above 10,000, went 10,500. Everybody was talking about 12K was the next big point. Well, over this period here, it was trying to challenge 12K and kept getting rejected, okay? When did it finally break it? Literally the day PayPal announced they were doing Bitcoin. Literally the day. Now let's see what kind of gains came since then, since this occurred, okay? Oh, somebody sent me a screenshot of how to do it, and I forgot to read it. Thank you for that, whoever sent that. So let's see what the gains were since October 21st, okay? October 21st. What's right here? Okay. Since that day, about 461% returns, okay? Now, you think this is a coincidence that PayPal and Apple are putting out this news on the same day? I don't know, I'm just saying. This is the first major change to PayPal in the way they're doing Bitcoin since they made that original announcement. And to me, it looks like, once again, the narratives are leading everything. What is going on with the narratives? And right, everything's bullish. PayPal's putting out news. Apple's putting out news. Everybody's putting out news. I think we could be about to see another major run-up. I hope. And guys, all of this could age very badly. Yeah. If we don't go back into a bull market, we are going to, we're going to be leading a lot of people astray. Like, no doubt about it. But I believe that we are not to the top of this market, 100%. I mean, I strongly, deeply believe that. And so for me, this thing, I hate it so much. For me, this is accumulation. This is not top of a market at all. And so I think we are going to get another major run up. I think we're going all the way to 300K. I don't see any way we don't get over 100K minimum. But I just don't think all this news coming out, is a coincidence. So check out some Cardano news here. And I think we had a tweet from Charles also I wanted to look at that I didn't pull up. You guys make sure you are following us on Twitter. Let's go here to Charles Hoskinson. Carl. His name's not Carl. What do you think about his new profile picture? Are you down with it?
I'm down with it.
Why does Charles not follow me?
I don't know. You have to ask him next time he's on the show.
Yeah, I have to ask him. We should make him to commit to a live follow. That's what we should do. Okay, so basically he put out this tweet here. Let me see if I can find it. Something about smart contracts where he said, finally. Maybe it was from the Cardano Foundation, actually. Let me look up the Cardano Foundation.
You mean IOHK, basically?
No, Cardano Foundation. Maybe it might have been IOHK. Let's see what they said here. Basically, I can't find it now. Maybe somebody could find it. Let me go check IOHK and double check there. Why do they have 47,000 accounts? Is this official?
Media? No, I don't.
No, I don't think that's it. They have just an IOHK.
I thought that.
I don't see it. That's weird. Anyway, basically the long and the short of it is, I don't see where it is now. But what he was saying is, I think the smart contracts are going on the testnet.
Oh, nice.
Like today.
Oh, wow.
That's what I saw. I saw it on Twitter, unless it was a fake tweet. But that was big news, if it's real. So maybe somebody can actually confirm that or deny that in the chat. I know we have a lot of people in the chat who are big Cardano fans, for sure. But Charles Hoskin explains what makes Cardano better than its competitors. When asked by Guzman, thank you, Guzman, for asking, what is about Cardano? I can't believe it. When asked by Guzman, what is about Cardano?
What it is
that makes it better than other blockchain platforms, Cardano founder replied, you know what? You know now mainstream real people are coming to the space, and they are trying to figure out, well, what can I do with this? Seems like there should be a question mark too. So how do I do lending? How do I do insurance? How do I do payments? And why are these things better than the conventional legacy systems? You have significantly lower cost structures. It's easier to scale things down. So for example, micro IPOs, so you can IPO small scale firms, not just under $100 million, $200 million deals, and so forth. And the reason that we built Cardano was that we wanted to build a collection of protocols that could do all these things specifically for the developing world, because we saw Africa growing at 10 to 15% per year, Southeast Asia growing at similar paces, and do that for some of the poorest people around the world who are over the next 30 to 50 years building wealth, and they can be at a completely alternative system, has everything built into it. The phrase that comes to mind when he says that is bank the unbanked. That's what he's wanting to do. It's got governance built in, yada, yada, yada. Then talking about Ethereum. Whew, God, those Cardano people hate Ethereum so much. We got a lot of our researchers that hate Ethereum.
Really?
It seems like they have a personal vendetta. The cat has a personal vendetta against Ethereum. He hates it. I think there's a few others in there that believe the same thing. I don't believe that.
I think they're just really big fans of
other projects.
Yeah, of other things that compete with it.
Yeah, I think it's on input, output. That's what somebody said. Let me go look there real quick so I can find it. Input, that's what IOHK stands for. There it is. Yeah, and I think, was this the one Charles commented on? No. Let's see here. It's 1 hour ago. It was longer than that. It's on here somewhere, anyways, where they talk about it going on the testnet. So, and then Charles had actually commented, I think, and said finally or something like that. So, I think you got to keep in mind, like, who do you think is more frustrated than anybody else that all this stuff is taking so long?
You got to think it's him. He's the one who gets the most flack for it.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, this is the. Today, this is 1 minute ago. Oh, they just tweeted this for me.
Oh,
just now.
That was nice of them.
Thank you. Follow me. Thanks. Today, we are delighted to report we've successfully spun up the first testnet in our Alonzo rollout. Now, Alonzo is the new hard fork coming for Ethereum.
Not Ethereum.
Alfonso is the one for Ethereum. Alonzo is the. No, there's no Alfonso. Hey. Okay, that was pretty good. I'm just saying, that was pretty good. Alonzo is a hard fork for the smart contracts coming out, where people will actually be able to build. So today, we're delighted to report we've successfully spun up the first testnet in our Alonzo rollout. Alonzo Blue is our alpha network, providing core Alonzo node networking capabilities. And I saw a very interesting tweet that said, what would we see first? Dogecoin hit $1, the London hard fork, or Cardano Alonzo rollout? It was a pretty good question. You know, I mean, it's like, I don't know which one is going to come first. I think those were the three options. No, that's not what it was. No. It was Dogecoin at $1, Cardano rolls out Alonzo fully, or Polkadot launches their parachains. And it's like all three of these have been like big narratives forever, and none of it's out yet. So we'll have to see what happens. So what do you guys think? Put in the chat which one of those things that you guys think you will see first. So, and look, we love Cardano. We love Ethereum. I know like the community sometimes hate each other, but we're big fans of both. Want to see them both succeed greatly. All right, so introduce, what is this?
That's for the end. That's a mention.
Oh, that is, okay. All right. So it's Cartesi. Okay, it's at the end.
All that's supposed to be at the end.
Yeah, it might be. Are we talking about Ethereum here? There's that. So I think I went backwards. Here we go. Okay. Ripple CEO, and we've already talked about Ripple a pretty good bit today on the show because there is news that one of the prosecutors or the attorneys for the SEC is stepping down, which, you know, usually a pretty good indicator things aren't going right. I mean, who steps down in a huge landmark case that you're about to win?
Nobody.
Literally nobody. So, Ripple CEO says IPO highly likely after SEC case concludes. I mean, guys, I'm feeling so bullish on this XRP right now. How are you feeling?
Looks good.
How much XRP do you own, TJ?
I don't know. How much do we own?
You have no personal XRP bags. Okay.
No.
We have no personal bags, I guess, around here anymore.
Yeah. But
well, I can tell you this. I really believe what I said yesterday, okay, in that video, and I know we talk a lot of times in hyperboles, like, you know, he's saying, this is the best low-cap gym ever. Like, guys, that's just the way YouTube works. People don't click on the videos if you say, hey, guys, interesting project, check it out. Literally nobody would click that. So, you know, obviously we have some big words that we put in these. We use the words best a lot, and you guys know how the YouTube algorithm works. Here's the point. I really believe what I said yesterday. I believe there's a great chance that for the rest of this bull run, assuming we still are in a bull run, assuming this is just a correction, I really believe XRP could be the very, very, very best coin to invest in, not financial advice. The very, very, very best coin for the rest of this year. And the reason for this is simple. It has been suppressed like a mother chucker. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying manipulation suppression. I just mean the natural order of events that occurs when a project gets a gigantic SEC lawsuit. Not just that, a landmark SEC lawsuit against them. People are scared. People don't have places to trade it. You can't trade it on Coinbase. Some exchanges are starting to relist it. But once this breaks, if this breaks the way of Ripple like we think it is going to, and they've got news like this, they're coming out with an IPO very likely after the case is over, we are going to see the most bullish narrative. Don't forget, guys, this is the number one coin of 2017. Number one. It went from being fractions of a penny, fractions, to $3.30. Ripple is a large part for altcoin season. I remember reading, and it's funny because and I just experienced a huge downswing. You know, I know some of you guys could, you know, relate to this probably. Like, you did really well in this bull run. I remember reading a post in January 2017 from a guy that said on Reddit, hey, just so everybody knows, I am officially now on paper a millionaire thanks to Ripple. Now, the next week, the price tanked. I'm very curious to know how much that guy is worth today. I don't know. Just an anonymous guy on Reddit. But you see the fluctuations in these prices. But more people became millionaires on Ripple in 2017 than anything else. Not even close. It absolutely crushed it. Thank you there, Reginald, for that chat there. Make sure you guys hit the like button. How many likes are we at?
7,600.
Guys, we only got 2,400 more to get to our goal. Let's see if we can get 10,000. So if you could stop what you're doing. I'm about to ruin that like button. Smash it. If you're in the live chat on mobile, make sure to exit out of the live chat and then go hit the like button and then come back. You won't miss anything. Somebody said I was talking smack about XRP recently. Look, guys, XRP is a centralized coin. Like, I'm sorry, it is. No question about it. But what am I the most interested in? I'm the most interested in you guys making money. And I'm going to give you this opportunity. I'm going to tell you I believe this is the biggest opportunity for the rest of this year in crypto among major coins. We're going to see coins come from number 942 to number 78, and they're going to have, 60,000% returns. XRP had 68,000% returns, by the way, in 2017.
That's nuts.
68,000. Okay. I think, didn't we figure that it had, I think it 50 or 60x'd its previous all-time high?
Wow.
And this bull run hasn't even hit its previous all-time high yet. Okay. I'm not saying it's going to 50 or 60x. The numbers just aren't really there, to be honest with you.
Are you saying it's going to 589?
It will go above $5.89.
No, the $589.
I know what you mean, DJ. No, I do not believe it will be going to $589. Yeah. I gave my price predictions. I think somewhere between $12 and $35 is totally realistic. Anything above that is like, what happened? How did we get here? Right. Anything less than that, that means they're probably losing this case. So we have not seen a project like XRP that is a major coin with as big of a question hanging over its head like a dark cloud. We've never seen anything like this in crypto. At the peak of a bull, not necessarily the peak, but right in the thick of a bull run, we haven't seen something with this kind of pressure. All the other major SEC lawsuits we've seen, they all came in the bear market. None of them were in the bull market. They all came 2018, 2019. This is unprecedented what we're seeing, okay? So regardless of what my personal feelings are about the centralization aspect of Ripple Labs, the centralization of Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson making all of these hundreds of millions of dollars, dumping the coin in the bear market. But we know one thing, we're all in crypto, right? I want everybody to do well and make money. So when I see an opportunity like this, I got to tell you about it. I think this is literally the best opportunity in the top 100 for the rest of this bull run. I went over all the reasons. They're pretty easy to see. So, all right. So let's talk about. No, that was not the story. Is it this one? Where did the story go? Here it is. Okay. So we got this story. $13.7 billion in ETH locked in ETH 2.0 deposit contract as London hard fork draws closer. I watched a very interesting video last night on TikTok from a guy who's got maybe 30,000 followers there, which is a good amount on TikTok, 30,000. It's not 2.7 like we have, 2.7 million, but it's pretty significant. A channel that size on TikTok can get a lot of views. And this video he did recently, I thought was very interesting. He basically laid out, I don't know the guy's name. I couldn't find it if I wanted to. But I did watch the video. I almost duetted it, but it was just so long. I didn't, it would have been kind of boring for people. People would have been like, why did you duet this? Well, I just want to show it to you guys. That's all. So the point is, his whole theory is that what we're seeing right now is we are seeing the suppression of Ethereum, and the Bitcoin dump is actually a cover for Ethereum. Okay? Because that actually lines up with the narratives that we're seeing, because we're seeing a lot of this Ethereum is going to pass Bitcoin talk, which I talked about at the beginning. I do think it's possible in this bull run. But we're seeing too many of these articles coming out together. And it was very interesting. We had Nerd Girl on the channel last night, friend of the show, is on Around the Blockchain. You guys don't forget to come back, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every day on this channel, Monday through Friday, with the exception of holidays and the weekends. Well, that's Saturdays and Sundays aren't Monday through Friday. Yeah. Point is, we won't be live on Monday. It's Memorial Day. So we'll be doing no live streams. I'll be doing some phone record videos and stuff like that for the holiday. And it's not because me and TJ wanted to come in and work, but we want to give our employees a day off. So we're not going to be in here live streaming on Monday, but we'll still have regular videos for you guys. But she came on the channel last night for Around the Blockchain, and she had a lot of interesting things to say about crypto media. Because she's worked in crypto media for quite a while, and that basically it's all narrative based. Just like we talked about in that video 2 days ago in the morning where I showed you that thread, where I talked about that thread on Twitter about manipulation in crypto media. And we see this, right? So the idea that all these big major crypto media outlets at the same time, when Ethereum is bearish, when Bitcoin is bearish, are saying, Ethereum to the moon, Ethereum's going to pass Bitcoin. I don't know. Like, is that part of this larger kind of smoke and mirrors, when it comes to Ethereum? Is it actually that Bitcoin's about to move heavily, or is it that all of this Bitcoin FUD that we had was meant to draw the entire market down so Ethereum investors could get in the market at $1,700? Was that the low for Ethereum?
I believe.
I think it was $1,700. Never thought we'd see that price again.
Me either.
because it's all about this London hard fork. That this London hard fork is going to burn billions of dollars worth of Ethereum, is going to send the market to the moon. And Ethereum could even outperform our outlandish predictions. And this stuff seems to indicate $13.7 billion in ETH locked in Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract or contact. Is that supposed to be contract? Deposit contract, right? I would say deposit contact.
Yeah.
We are the grammar and spelling police around here. Okay.
Well,
Is London hard fork draws near? Well, I am anyway.
I was gonna say
TJ, not so much. I think that's one thing I can actually get TJ to agree that I'm much better than him at. I think he'll actually admit that.
I'm terrible at spelling and grammar.
Yeah, here it is. It says ETH 2.0 deposit contract right there, clearly. The point is here, there's so much money going into the validating contracts for ETH 2.0, and people aren't noticing what's happening right here. Someone says, Tariq says, or Tark in real life says, concise answer, bullish or bearish? Love BitBoy. I think bullish. My opinion is we're bullish. I think. I can't give you a very concise answer. I told you guys last week we really need about 2 weeks to let this play out. And now we're about a week in, over a week, and we're seeing right now, it looks like we're picking up some steam, but we certainly could see another downswing. But there's just not enough time in this bull run to have a drawn out bear market in the middle of it. There's not enough time. So it's either it's overdone, we're going down, or we're going to go up pretty quickly. I don't think there's anything. Are you selling anything to arbitrage futures tomorrow? I don't really operate like that. We don't sell based on that stuff. So that's not a strategy that we use. If we had a smaller amount, possibly, and we were really trying to nickel and dime, but I always think it's risky because usually when you think the market's going one way, it'll dupe you out and go the other, especially when you're trying to make short-term moves like moving to stable coins or selling out to get a better price. Basically, the people who win in that situation are the whales that are able to force it to happen. So it says, as per data shared by @ETH2 validators, the USD value of the total lock value deposited in the ETH 2.0 contract is now a staggering $13.7 billion. And what's really interesting is when you look at the market here and you say, okay, well, that's 13.7. There's 329 billion in Ethereum. Well, guys, most of that's on leverage. A good bit of that's on leverage. That 13.7 billion that's locked up is actually a much higher percentage of the real Ethereum market cap than a lot of you guys know. Someone says, does Cartesi have a 100x potential? I mean, over what time frame? I mean, Cartesi definitely got a lot of potential. We love Cartesi. We're actually going to be talking about it here in a few seconds. But anyway, so the point is there's a lot of money flowing into Ethereum in these contracts. People aren't realizing just how bullish ETH is right now. Definitely something that you guys are going to want to monitor. Okay, now I have to actually find... Let me talk about Cartesi real quick, but you can go ahead and keep that rolling. But we'll talk about Cartesi for a second here. Cartesi CTSI is now on Coinbase custody. So there's different levels to Coinbase. You got Coinbase, Coinbase Pro, and Coinbase Custody. Cartesi now is supported by the most reputable digital assets custodian, Coinbase Custodian. And I'll tell you guys this. When you look at Cartesi, and then here's a tweet announcing that they've been integrated into Travala.com. That's a travel crypto. You can pay directly with CTSI at Travala.com and book over 3 million travel products. Book a hotel or activity using CTSI and complete your stay before June 30th to get 10% back. So Cartesi's moving and shaking right now, guys. Travala also with I think a secret project they're working on, which is going to be pretty interesting. You guys should check out whenever I decide to tell you what it is. I don't know. But Cartesi is doing a lot of big stuff. It's now also listed on Crypto.com's exchange. So Crypto.com, obviously a partner of ours. Their exchange is powered by the CRO token, which we love. We talk about the Coinbase Visa card all the time, or not Coinbase Visa card, the Crypto.com Metal Visa cards. You guys can get access to those on bitboycrypto.com/deals. But Crypto.com exchange has deep liquidity, low fees, and execution prices. And now CTSI is available there. So the point is, let me tell you what I'm seeing about Cartesi. I'm seeing similar movements, similar things. It does similar things to where Polygon was about 3 months ago. It's starting to get in the public eye. It's starting to rise. It's an ETH 2.0. It's an ETH layer 2 solution, excuse me. Vitalik Buterin came out and said, hey guys, we're still going to need these solutions even after ETH 2.0 rolls out, saying these projects have stability and sustainability. So something to look at. Cartesi is now, in full transparency, we are an advisor for Cartesi, so we do work with this project. We're always transparent about that stuff. Look, DexKit up there on the list of top search coins. I thought we love DexKit too. Here's why the opportunity for Cartesi is so big. It's ranked 147. Where was Matic about 3 months ago? I'm very curious about this. Coin market cap history. Let's see. So you guys didn't know I don't know how to get to it from the website, but I just Google it. Let's see. Let's go back to January 3rd. Let's go back to the beginning of January and see where it was. Control F, Matic, 113. Okay. Matic was not in the top 100. It got all the way almost to the top 10, guys. It peaked out number 13, I think. Okay. It's probably somewhere around there right now. Cartesi, I feel like, definitely has a strong leg up from here. So I don't know about 100x. I don't have a price prediction, but it's definitely one you guys want to keep an eye on. Now, I can't find this other story, TJ. You know where it is?
No, I didn't look at that at all today.
Why Ethereum's indicators are more bullish than Bitcoin. We didn't even talk about that. That would have been nice to talk about. Yeah, Here it is. SEC Chair Gary Gensler warns there are non-compliant crypto tokens. Huh.
Ruh-roh.
Which, by the way, CFTC and the SEC and Treasury came to agree on who's in charge of crypto. So I don't know if this is going to have a lot of weight. During an oversight hearing held by the House Committee on Appropriations, Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, told Mike Quigley that there are many cryptos that fall under federal security laws. You're right to say there are many crypto tokens that do come under security laws, and our agency is trying to enforce a law. But there's thousands of tokens, and we've only been able to bring 75 actions. And now there's probably 30,000 cryptos out there, like a real number. It's probably about 30,000. There are others that are currently non-compliant. So is this a shot? Is this a shot at somebody? The SEC has been consistent in its communication to market participants that those who use initial coin offerings to raise capital or to engage in securities transactions must comply with the federal security laws. Asset managers that invest in these assets may come under security laws too. So asset managers, not investors. Remember this. SEC is supposed to protect you as an investor. So people that are doing asset management, they can be liable if they're buying securities. But just a regular investor, if you buy a coin, it turns out later they declare it's a security, you're not in trouble. Now the price will get crushed. But that's basically what this is saying here. Asset managers may come under securities laws, not someone who owns crypto or that coin. He mentioned that there's some interest in funds that are involved in the crypto space. Now that's interesting because we know a lot of the funds that are involved, and there's a lot of bad players in that game, for sure. A lot of bad. Look, these VC people, they are douches. These venture capital companies, they suck. You want to know why prices drop when coins launch? Because they don't give an F about the project. They don't care about you. All they care about is how fast can they sell their tokens to move it into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so a lot of these venture capital, and we know this because we have consistently seen, like, here's the narrative, right? The narrative is crypto influencers on Twitter, YouTubers like myself and other people in this space, they get involved in a lot of these seed rounds that we talk about them on our channels, and then the price goes up, and then we sell all the tokens, and we make all the money. It's the VC people that are doing that. That's the smoke and mirrors that you guys get tricked by a lot. The venture capital firms. I got a message. I talked about this a few times a few weeks ago. I'm choking, I think.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating is literally the opposite.
It's always the opposite.
It's the content creators and personalities that are trying to protect their people.
Yeah.
And then like you said, the VC people just don't care.
The VC people dump immediately. They crush the prices. But that's why I always tell you guys, even when we talk about projects we're invested in, like yesterday we talked about on Around the Blockchain, Lexit is a project we're invested in. Dot Moves, that's DOTMOOVS. That's another project we're invested in. We tweeted about it a few times. A lot of these pre-sales we get in, like, we are excited about them because they're doing positive things, but these VC people, they just dump prices so quickly, and then they want to blame it on us because that's the way it's supposed to look. Somebody says Veracity just hired next Cardano employee as CMO. Could mean VRA is moving to Cardona. It's moving to Cardona. I don't know where that is, actually. But you guys got to remember, there's a lot of stuff in this space, like I said, that is just smoke and mirrors. As long as we got the best community, you guys protect us. You know what we're about. We're not an actor on this channel. I'm no Ben Kingsley. Name's Ben, but I'm not Ben Kingsley. That special distinction goes to another YouTuber. So the SEC is talking about all this stuff. Let's see what they were saying about meme coins here. Was there a specific part in here where they talk about the meme coins, or was that just up there because this is what they're implying?
I thought there was a specific part, but I didn't read it.
I don't see it. Well, this is what I talked about in Texas. They were asking me about Dogecoin. I was like, well, I mean, I think Dogecoin has a place, but you look at all these stupid meme coins these people in the chat are shilling all the time, which has been less recently.
Yeah.
Big surprise. Meme bubble crashed. Told you guys it was going to happen, but look, when you got a lot of these projects out there that aren't doing anything, and the only utility of these projects is the price will go up. Some people say that's Bitcoin too, but that's a different story. Then I think that is where some regulation is needed. We don't need these people just popping up with these projects based on a tweet and being able to make themselves millions, or in some cases, hundreds of millions of dollars while they crap on all the smaller investors. And that's the type of crap that we hate. That's the stuff that we hate here at BitBoy Crypto. And that's stuff we fight against. So.
Did you see the thing that happened with Soldier Boy?
Which thing?
From tweet yesterday?
The one that was from Emo Mr. Bean?
He might have retweeted it, yeah.
Well, I saw, basically I just saw Emo Mr. Bean's tweet about it, which was he said that Soldier Boy had literally copied a promotional email. And I think, I couldn't tell if it was like kind of a setup. Was that what it was? It was like a setup. Somebody sent him an email.
Yeah, somebody sent him an email that said, hey, if you tweet about this, they're trying to raise $240K, we'll give you $24K of it. And he just copy and pasted the whole thing.
And it was a setup. Or I wonder if that was an email that went around to several influencers and he was just the one that did it.
Yeah, he just copy and pasted it and then realized, deleted the tweet, took that little, because basically what it was, it's like, here's the tweet, and then there was a line in there saying what he would get, and then the link was underneath, like the link to where to go buy the project was underneath. So then when he went to do that, he just tweeted the whole thing and then came back and deleted the tweet later without the little thing about how much money he was going to get, and then just reposted it. And then
I remember saying, okay, now I see what happened.
And then he follows it up with another tweet and says, hey guys, looking to invest in a new project, what should I buy?
What was the project?
I can't even remember. Something I'd never heard of.
Man, I got to be honest with you, like, I'm really irritated with the stuff about the meme coins at this point. I'm very glad to see that this bubble has kind of popped a little bit and people aren't as crazy about it, because it literally is just anyone can go and start a coin. Like, let me tell you, if I really want to make a lot of money, let me tell you exactly what I'd do. If I didn't care about anybody, what I would do is I would create my own meme coin in the RC20, okay? I would then go and use different accounts to start shilling it. We would let people in this chat we would let it pass the filters, and then people would start getting excited about it. I could go do something, get somebody on TikTok to tweet about it, or to TikTok about it, because people on TikTok that are the shillers over there, they'll do anything for anything. Yeah. You give them $1,000, all these brand new traders that are, getting hundreds of thousands of views, they would go do it. We could make probably $20 or $30 million if we made a meme coin. Easily. But it's wrong. Like, it's morally wrong to do something like that. That's why we don't do it. We have the power to do that very easily. I could do that. But it pisses me off to see that the people that are the bottom feeders in this industry, and I don't mean that like you're a bad person. I just mean the brand new people who are coming up that are only able to buy $100 worth of a coin or $20 worth of a coin. You guys are the people that are getting crapped on. And somehow you've been convinced by these few holders at the tops of these, like Shiba Inu, that you're going to make all the money. You're going to make the money putting in a project that's going to change the world down the road, or is doing positive stuff, or is in a top 10 or 20 spot. Yes, some people get in and get lucky because they're in near the beginning. They rode that Shiba pump. But it's all smoke and mirrors, and it's all fake, you know? And it really irritates me to see people that are, and I mean, guys, we see this all across the world, right? Like, this is what traditional finance is all about, right? We get the traditional finance people that they just make all the money and crap on the have-nots all the time. And the have-nots are, you know, too delusional to realize the lottery is a scam. The lottery is a scam. And I will tell you that for sure. Because when you have money, when you have enough money and you're not living paycheck to paycheck, you know what you never think about? Buying a lottery ticket. It's designed for poor people, guys. If you're going in and you're playing scratchers.
Well, you know they stole it from the mob, right? Do you know the backstory on that?
No, I don't know the backstory, but that doesn't.
Yeah. The mob used to do something in New York City back in the day called the numbers, running the numbers.
Yeah.
And so it was literally basically the lottery, and everybody would get these numbers. They'd go around, they'd collect a certain amount of money. Whoever had the right numbers won all the money. But they made it illegal. They said it was, you know, a scam, and it was the mob just running a scam to make money. So they shut the mob down, and then they took it over and ran it by the state. State backed it, did tax benefits on it, all this, the whole 9 yards. So they just totally ripped that game right from the mob.
I believe it 100%. I mean, this is what you realize when you get to a place where you're doing well. And I tell you this, I go to gas stations, and look, I love all people. I love all people, okay? But I go to gas stations, because there's one gas station up by my house, the BP over here on Mars Hill Road. And you cannot actually go in there, or my card does not work at the pump. I got to physically go in. So I had to physically go in and put, like, guess how much gas I think I need, $45, $50, $60 if I'm in the demon. And I go in there, and every time I see the people that are buying the lottery tickets.
Yep.
And I'm just like, you know, I see these people, I know where they're at in life. It's not hard to tell sometimes. Not every time. You can't always judge a book by its cover. But you know the people that are working the low-level manual labor jobs, they're the ones who are buying. The guys that were riding on the garbage truck. I saw 3 guys that were riding a garbage truck, and they all went in and spent hundreds of dollars on lottery tickets.
Holy cow.
Yeah. They'd scratch them, they'd win one, and then they'd go get the money, and then they'd scratch it again, and they'd ultimately end up leaving with $0. Because the lottery preys on your ability to become a millionaire. Well, I'm going to tell you this. If you become a millionaire through the lottery, it's not as much money as you think it is. No, You'll probably run through it very quickly, especially after taxes.
Yeah.
You have to change your life in other ways. And I just think for me, when I'm looking at these meme coins, it's the lottery. That's all it is. When you're investing in Polygon, or you're investing in Cardano, or you're investing in Ethereum, or you're investing in Bitcoin, you're not playing the lottery.
You're investing.
You're actually investing. And you got to be able to get outside of this, like, short-term mindset. And I was there. I was just there. Use Ethplorer. Transaction ID. And went to Etherscan. It is complicated as right. There's actually a way now through DexKit and a dashboard to where you can get your address and all the tokens in it without having to add the contract addresses, because it's so annoying. So Ethplorer, everything is right there for you. Very easy. And then this is CoinDesk. Why are we covering this CoinDesk story?
Desk is a new project.
It's a new project. Okay. But guys, I would highly suggest, if you guys haven't tried Ethplorer, if you want to know how to use it, it's very simple. All you need to do is just get your address from MetaMask, copy your public address, come into here into the Ethereum Token Explorer, and you just paste it right here and hit Ethplorer, not search, Ethplorer, and it'll show you every single thing you need to do to use it. So if you haven't used this, highly suggest checking it out. And it's very easy for me to talk about stuff that we literally use, and literally had conversations like 3 weeks ago about how terrible Etherscan is compared to Ethplorer. This is what, if you want to know what I'm looking when I'm trying to figure out how much money I have in a wallet, I go here. So definitely something for you guys to check out. They also have, some kind of cool analytics on here. They have the top tokens activity, the Ethereum tokens capitalization. You can see recent transactions based on different projects. And then, it's got prices at the top. It shows you what wrapped Bitcoin is. If you don't know what wrapped Bitcoin, that is basically the Ethereum version of Bitcoin. It's always going to be pegged to the price or pretty close to it. You come up here, you can check out tradable tokens, check out the capitalization, which is pretty interesting chart to look at. This kind of shows you exactly what is happening with all projects that are built on Ethereum and things like that. So is this desk cover? Were we supposed to cover this desk drawer?
Yeah.
Introducing Desk, CoinDesk's new rewards program. If you guys didn't know, Consensus was going on this week, which that's actually where the PayPal story came out of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that the PayPal story came from an interview at Consensus. So how about that? So, and I will tell you this, compared to Cointelegraph, we much favor CoinDesk. No doubt about it. So it's going to serve as a beta environment for a new way in which CoinDesk interacts with users and attendees. So like many media outlets in the Web 2.0 era, we at CoinDesk are exploring new ways to engage our audience directly without the intermediation of the giant internet platforms that dominate the digital economy. So begins the journey of #Desk. In beta at this year's Consensus by CoinDesk conference, where those attending can earn special reward tokens and redeem them for items and experiences. So it talks about how you can earn it. They're basically saying that crypto is kind of like going to Chuck E. Cheese and getting the tokens, which is very interesting. Because this is something I've said for a long time, which is one day I believe every retail store is going to have their own crypto. Now, we're probably 20 years away from that maybe. Just like they have their own gift cards. And they'll have their internal economies in their ecosystem that you'll be able to keep kind of all the money within. And it's very similar to, like locking away value in Ethereum contracts. Like it's kind of a similar concept to that. But it says attendees can redeem their hard-earned Desk for goodies in their NFT marketplace. Merger of the digital and the physical. I tell you, we had some of the most interest. We had 3 NFT conversations yesterday. I can't say who it's with, but some of the biggest names out there, period. Okay? And it's very interesting that while a lot of people in crypto are really looking at this and they're saying, the NFTs are blah, 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 blah. In the mainstream outside of crypto, this is only getting bigger. They're ramping it up. Bigger ideas than you've ever had before, bigger people than you've ever imagined. There's a lot still going on with NFTs. So it doesn't surprise me that they are trying to merge this Desk token with NFTs. So it includes sponsored swag, tokenized version of CoinDesk articles covering seminal moments in crypto history. Are they going to do the Justin Sun story that me and Wendy and Altcoin Daily are in the picture?
That's such a great picture.
That's the great... I wish I could find it right now.
Yeah, I wish.
That's the greatest picture in the history of crypto, I believe. Outside of the Buy Bitcoin guy.
There's a few. There's Charles Hoskin's gardening pic. That's pretty good too.
Yeah, that's a good one. I love Hoskin.
Bird on the shoulder. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave that alone. But the point is, that's a really interesting picture because it's really funny because like there's several people in that photograph that got like they're in really weird faces or interesting angles that like they were just kind of mid something, and it's pretty crazy.
There's just so much going on in that.
There's so much going on. So if you've attended Consensus in previous years, you may recall how we distributed digital wallets to attendees preloaded with NFT sponsor swag. While many people warmed to the concept, we found the engagement was limited. And I think about that a lot, right? Like when we go to conferences, like when I've been to conferences before, what do you do with that swag bag?
Chuck it.
Chuck it. Chuck it, baby. I get rid of it quickly. I don't care about yours. I don't care about the business cards in it. I don't care about anything in it. But if you gave me a chance to get like a cool NFT that I could eventually trade, then, that's definitely something that I would be interested in. Because the problem with the swag, the problem with the swag is that you get it, and then there's really no value of it, where later on, if you're able to get NFTs with this, with the desk token, which is a sale we're in, right? This is actually a project we're invested in, the desk token, through CoinDesk. So you guys know, I mean, obviously they want me to invest in CoinDesk because Cointelegraph, they only accept Russian rubles for their private sales. So I don't know, is there a stablecoin pegged to the ruble?
I don't know.
We'll have to check with my boy over there at Cointelegraph. I got a mole at Cointelegraph. Which is hard to do because most of their writers' names are fake and they're not actually real people. But that's a different story. We love CoinDesk. We don't. Much bigger fan of CoinDesk. There's a lot of writers at CoinDesk that I really like. Brady Dale is one of them. Zach, can't remember Zach's last name.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Zach's cool. I like Zach. He's a sports guy, so I love sports guys. Those are some people we like over there. There's several people we like. At Cointelegraph, it's hard to like fake people. They're not like being fake. Like, they're literally just made up names and entities of people that don't exist. But hey, what do I know? I didn't pay enough to get on their top 100 list. So, which is also true. You have to pay to get on that list. So let me tell you what I'm never doing, paying to get on a list. My mom did that who's who of American high school students when I had dropped out of high school as a senior. We paid to get me in that book, or my mom did. So she has a nice book of me, like, look at this nice high school senior. And meanwhile, I'm like sleeping in my car, running away and all that stuff when I was 17. This is very similar. So, a lot of these lists you got to pay to be on. But who's who in crypto? I just started the who's who in crypto book, and I'll send it out to all the influencers and all the CEOs and say, would you like to be included in our book? It's going to cost you $50. Send in a picture. So anyways, guys, this is a very interesting idea, the desk token. Like I said, we are invested in this one. It wasn't on the list, so it kind of threw me off there at the end. But yeah, so that's all we got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like we were on for 7 hours today. I don't know why we went so long, but it was fun. Thanks for joining us. You guys make sure to smash the like button. Love you guys. That's all we got. Be blessed. Way out.